Innovation can come from anywhere, and the world and the people should be able to be a part of that. I actually grew up here in San Francisco. My parents were two small business owners, and I watched them essentially struggle for 30 years to grow their business. It was a brick and mortar business, but no matter what they did, no matter how loyal their employees were, no matter how much they grew, never once could they actually access outside capital. No bank would actually ever give them a loan. I just watched my parents struggle for a really long time, and I didn't understand why it was so hard. I think when I left college and I went into finance, I went in with a goal to understand how money worked. I got invited to this event called Where Hollywood Meets Wall Street. One of the elderly filmmakers I had met that night had FedExed me his script. It had a note in it that said, "It was great to meet you, Dana. I look forward to you financing my next film." What really hit me was that here was a man with a lifetime of experience who had been making movies, telling stories, making all of our lives interesting every single day. He was begging me for money. So it was in that moment that I realized the way finance was broken was that the people who wanted the film didn't have the power or mechanism to make it happen. And they were completely dependent on a third-party gatekeeper for that. And so that's where I realized that's how I'm going to fix it. We're going to eliminate the gatekeeper, put the power back into the hands of the people to decide which ideas got funded and which ideas would get made. Ideas were going unborn every day, not for lack of heart and hustle, but purely for lack of efficient access to capital. And so that needed to be fixed. It bothered me so much that I couldn't not think about it. And so that propelled me to actually starting a company to go solve it. Indiegogo was definitely the first online funding platform that literally pioneered the perks-based model that we now know as crowdfunding. We knew it was a big experiment, but we rolled the dice, we put it out there, and this was back before the word crowdfunding even existed.
Danae wants to enable people who want to grow their business, like her family did, to be able to access those funds more easily. The beauty of crowdfunding is that it enables opportunity where you never knew it even existed before.
What makes us happy, what makes us human beings, is the sense of purpose. And it's the sense of spending my waking minutes on this planet doing something that's meaningful. And what's meaningful is actually having impact for others. The person that taught me that was my father. What my parents taught me was to never compromise my integrity and always do what was right in my heart of hearts. Even if it's not the popular thing, even if it doesn't make a ton of business sense in the long run, if you're doing whatever you're deciding to do is the right thing because another human being is involved, then that will benefit you. Entrepreneurship is hard. Nothing goes according to plan. And so if you're creating more work for yourself, trying to be somebody you're not, you're just increasing your odds for failure. There's no substitute for authenticity. I never would have started a company unless I was authentically bothered at my core by a problem that was, I thought, wreaking havoc on the world.